I tried learning to code for 8 years, and here's what finally worked for me. So all these years that I spent struggling to learn how to code and never really getting the hang of it was mainly due to a very simple mistake that I was doing and a lot of beginners keep doing up till today. I was not really trying to get good. I was just trying to build things fast. At the end of the day, we mostly want to be developers because we want to build things. But as everything in life, you must crawl before you walk, and then before you even run. So building things is the level you get to when you already understand the fundamentals. I wanted to build the next Facebook, I wanted to build video games, but I didn't even understood how a for loop worked. So because of this, I would take 10-hour tutorials on how to build a Facebook clone, how to build a WhatsApp clone, and after completing the tutorial, I'll have a working app. But when I'll go to build something by myself, I realize that I don't even know how to build anything. I don't even know what the first step is. I don't even know what the second step is. I don't even understand CSS. I understand totally nothing. And I'll end up being frustrated and give up. Or I'll go through an article, read the article thoroughly, try to copy the code from the article and paste on my code editor, and then feel like I know something, but at the end, I realized that I don't really know anything when it comes to building my own things. So what I did to overcome this was, first, I started being patient. I told myself that there is no need for me to try to rush and get stuck. I'd rather go one step at a time, understanding every single thing about the fundamentals before I try to build my first app. So I did this when I was learning both the front end and the back end. I started learning programming with Java. So I took the Java textbook we were using in school. I started going through that textbook step by step, completing all the exercises even before thinking about building my own thing. Same thing when I started learning web development with HTML and CSS. I went back to the basics. I learned HTML, learned CSS, learned a lot of CSS properties in depth, did very little exercises like creating a button, creating little animations before I hopped on my first little project, which was to build a YouTube clone. And this time when I was building that YouTube clone, I wasn't doing it using a tutorial. I left all those tutorial craziness and the tutorial hypes, and all I did was to go step by step trying to build a YouTube clone by myself. So first step, you analyze how YouTube is. Second step, you look at what you've learned and see how to build a specific section of the YouTube website. For example, you start with the navigation menu. You start by analyzing everything that happens in the navigation menu, the fact that there is a logo at the left, there is an icon at the right, and see how to use CSS to place all those things in the right manner. Repeating this process of learning the fundamental concepts, understanding how they work, and working on a small exercise or a small project really helped me assimilate every single thing that I know today. Be it HTML, CSS, backend development, React, React Native, every single thing, that is how I learned. So if you're struggling with learning how to code, if you've been learning for years or for months and you still feel like you're stuck, stop watching tutorials.